question that I get asked a lot is, where am I going to sleep? Where am I going to stay during this trek? And I'm going to stay in places called albergues. And the Camino, the infrastructure is designed for these pilgrims coming through for over 1,000 years. And even though it's still very primitive, it's not real commercial throughout it. In the beginning and end it is. It's still very primitive and simple. And I'll be staying in little places sometimes that maybe have 8 people in them. Sometimes I'll be staying in bell towers on mattresses on the floor, and sometimes in basements in churches, and sometimes in halls that have just rows and rows of beds, just little thin cots with a lot of people in them. The cost is anywhere from €6 to €15 if you're a pilgrim, and with your pilgrim's passport you can stay at that cost. If you're not a pilgrim, you can't stay there. You also can only stay one night. They want people to come in like no later than 10 p.m. and then you have to leave by 8 a.m. in the next morning. And so a lot of the people, I would say what I've read is most of the people working at these albergues are past pilgrims that come back to volunteer and give back to the other pilgrims because they were so moved at their experience coming through. So it's a real beautiful kind of feeling, communal feeling. In fact, some of these places, from what I understand, you can go in the kitchen and help make the meal, and then you sit at a table and you all eat together, a group of strangers talking. I just think it's kind of cool. So I don't know how the whole thing works as far as making reservations. I understand that some you can make reservations, but some you just show up and hopefully there's availability. So I will figure that out and let you know as I go. In fact, if you follow this with me, you will see how it works. But one of the problems and issues that comes with all of these transient people from around the world coming through is bed bugs. And so in the next video, I'm going to show you what I've learned about bed bugs and how I do not want them, and how I'm going to try and prevent them by using a silk liner and some other things tips that I was told that I'm going to pass on to you. So if you want to know about bed bugs, check out the next video.